to your purchases is easy. You can do it online at checkout or ask your customer care rep while making.
Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to not one, not two, but three amazing Andrew Lessman Today's specials. Tonight, we're going to be talking about your total health. It's about feeling your best with three of the all-time biggest sellers here on HSN. Starting out with Andrew's multivitamin, the world's most advanced and comprehensive. This is Essential One, and this is a really big night for us. Not only do we have extraordinary pricing on Essential One by itself or blended with coenzyme Q10, but this is the launch of an updated formula. Andrew is with us on Skype. Andrew, it's great to be with you as always, and as you know, I'm always excited to talk about Essential One.
Yeah, Essential One it's our foundational product. It originally appeared, hard to say this, back in 1979. Wow. 45 years ago. It was the foundational multivitamin. It's changed a tremendous amount. You could look at it 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It would be better than any multivitamin available today. And we just improved it again. We just added vitamin K2, MK7. So we have all of these things in our multivitamin that you'll only find typically in specialized separates. Our special form of B12, our special form of folate, lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, vitamin K2, MK7. When you look at all these things and realize you could get this for less than 20 cents a day, which again, this is the best price it's ever been. If you go back decades, the best price it's ever been. And you get two choices. And Adam, I know you're going to show you get to the standard Essential One, nothing standard about it. It comes with 10 milligrams of CoQ10 because I consider CoQ10 to be like a B vitamin. So we're the only multivitamin that has CoQ10 as a standard component of its B vitamins. And then you get another version that comes with a full 100 milligrams of CoQ10. Back in the day, that would be about $1 a day. Right. And that's only about 13 cents more per day. So when you get the standard multivitamin, nothing standard about it, it's less than 20 cents a day. For about 33 cents a day, a little more than 30 cents a day, you get this same multivitamin with 100 milligrams of CoQ10 added in. It's a product that we do once a year, and everyone clamors for it throughout the year. So this is the opportunity to get it and to get incredible pricing as well.
I always stock up on this day every single year. As soon as I get off the air tonight, I'll be doing just that. I never go a day without Andrew's Essential One. For so many of us, a multivitamin is the easiest thing to do to give us that head start, to give us that boost. It's one every day. And we can talk tonight, obviously, about some of the comparisons, because there is no comparison in terms of the other brands that are out there in the marketplace. Here's what Andrew was referring to. Here's the pricing on Essential One, 60, 180, or 360. That's what the pricing would be. This is what it is today. Massive saving for sure. However, if you go with the version blended with CoQ10, the savings are even greater. Again, same size capsule count, but look at this, 360 capsules will be $262. We're at $119.90. You're saving more than you're spending. Andrew, I think a lot of us are familiar with vitamins through the idea of a multivitamin. If we're going to go to the effort of taking something, you want to make sure it's got maximum performance, right?
And if you're going to take something, you want to get the best value. You want the product to be giving you the ingredients that are going to work. The standard multivitamins, I have charts in a moment. I'll compare this to our standard, the Centrums, the one-a-days. The typical multivitamins in stores are just copies of one-a-days and Centrum. What's interesting is those vitamins have changed very little from literally the time I was born. And I'm not that young. So it's just amazing. It's amazing to me, and even I said this when I was first on TV over 30 years ago, there's no way the vitamin companies are going to continue to make their products in these horrible rock-hard tablets that upset people's stomach and color them with artificial colors. When we think about our health, the last thing we associate with our health is artificial colors. Yet the principal vitamins you see out on the market are colored with artificial colors. Why, I have no idea. But I was just going to do something. You were talking about price a second ago. We just have an interesting chart here that breaks out Seven of the ingredients from the formula. By the way, these aren't even the most expensive. We could break out lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin. It would be even more expensive. But the CoQ10 alone, if you choose to get it, separately, $125 basically. The vitamin D3, 360 capsules a year supply of 2,000 IU vitamin D3, like a separate vitamin D. Our special 100 micrograms, we have a separate B12, 100 micrograms. You get that exact same formula in our multivitamin. 40 micrograms of vitamin K2, MK7, one of the most unsung heroes of vitamins that I've been talking about for more than a decade. It's now getting the attention it deserves. A full 200 milligrams of our non-acidic vitamin C, like a separate vitamin C, 50 milligrams of calcium, 20 milligrams of magnesium. That's almost not even worth mentioning. But when you look at that, there's more than 24 ingredients in this product. Lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, the most expensive per milligram. Not even including those, we're at over $400 if you were getting those 7 things separately. We'd be at about $400 with just the first 5. That doesn't even include our natural vitamin E, which you don't find natural vitamin E in any of the leading multivitamins because it's too expensive. So when you look at our product and you look at how comprehensive it is, and here it is, that's our product. One small, easy to swallow capsule, no additives, no binders, no fillers. It will never upset your stomach. And as you can see, natural beta carotene for our vitamin A, then 2,000 IU vitamin D3, 60 IU, 40 milligrams of natural vitamin E, the 200 milligrams of vitamin C, vitamin K27, CoQ10, a full B complex, our special methyl B12, our special methyl folate. The levels of biotin you'd expect in a beauty vitamin, 1,200 micrograms of biotin. Typical multivitamin gives you 30, at most 300. We give you 1,200. And then lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin that you don't find in the leading brands, and then the full complement of minerals. So there's truly nothing like it. And when we look at if we look at the science here, well, first of all, just comparing to the other brands, if we look at this chart, we have higher potency of all the key nutrients than all the leading one-pill brands, all of them. We're the only leading brand with lutein and zeaxanthin. Lutein isn't even listed there. Zeaxanthin, natural vitamin E, CoQ10, methyl B12, methyl folate. None of them contain those ingredients. That chart is outdated. My office didn't update it. Because there are no leading brand with vitamin K2, MK7, no leading brand with coenzyme Q10, none. No artificial colors, no preservatives, no coatings, binders, fillers, or sugars. It is a pure, soft, easy to swallow capsule, no manufacturing additives of any kind. And then vitamins, minerals, and carotenoids are the essential nutrients that define the healthiest foods in a healthy diet. Scientific research has unequivocally established the essential role that they play. We can't live without them. And most Americans, we don't get them. And a daily multivitamin is the only opportunity to get the nutrients that we need. And to get a product like this at pricing like this, it's just not available in any store. The purity of this product, you will not find the methyl B12, the methyl folate, the vitamin K2, MK7, the lutein, the lycopene, the zeaxanthin, the natural vitamin E, the non-acidic vitamin C. You won't find 1 or 2 of those in the best vitamin on a shelf at your local discount store or retailer or pharmacy, even doctor's office. You just don't see it. It's just unfortunately not available. They make their vitamins as they've always been made, and they don't take the care and effort to do what we do when we make a product.
I'm so proud to stand here and talk about this with Andrew, to tell everybody watching about it. If somebody asked me if I had to, present one product for the rest of my life, it would be this one from Andrew. It would be Andrew's Essential One. If I had to talk to everybody about one item that I know will make a difference, that I know is better than anything else on this earth, it is this one. It's Andrew's Essential One. We've all known about multivitamins forever and a day, and we're tempted by them, the flashy advertising, the marketing, the flashy labels and packaging. But when you stack them up side by side, when you compare number for number, potency versus potency, there is only one winner, and the facts don't lie, and it's this one. If you were going to spend money on an essential multivitamin, you would buy this one every day of the week, but only one time a year do we do this value. We're about to hit 6,500 sold, and that's many of us restocking as we do year in, year out. It's many of us discovering it for the very first time. The most popular choice is this one, blended with coenzyme Q10. It is the only time where Andrew blends his Essential One multivitamin with CoQ10. This is the one I choose. It's hardly any extra, but is a massive, valuable saving. It would cost you $262. It saves you $142. Obviously, the price you're paying today is $119, free shipping and on FlexPay. Even to Andrew's point, we have out here some of the usual suspects. It's in this little jar. You can see some of the colors, all these rock hard tablets. I mean, Andrew, even if you just started there, none of these are anywhere near as good as yours just by the fact that they are a hard tablet.
No, it's almost a comedy to try and compare them. That when you look at them, they're these enormous rock hard tablets. They're full of binders and fillers and all sorts of other additives. Over the course of a year, if you take 360 tablets over the course of a year, you probably end up consuming somewhere around 1/4 pound, maybe 1/5 pound of additives. Additives.
Scary.
These are binders, fillers. I have a chart I didn't grab that goes through that some of those multivitamin tablets have more additives on the label than I have vitamins, minerals, and carotenoids. And there's a couple of dozen. So it's just, it's shocking that they continue to make these products. And unfortunately, it's hard to discern what's in them unless you read the fine print on the label. Sometimes when you throw away the box, you lose the information that lets you know all of the garbage that's in that product that you really wouldn't want to be consuming. And sorry to use that word, but when they put things like carnauba wax is what you find in shoe polish or car wax. When you put it in a vitamin to make it shiny, and you put yellow 5 or yellow 6 or blue 2 or red 40 artificial colors in a vitamin because they think we want to have a pretty colored vitamin. I mean, who do they think we are that we need to have these pretty colors to be willing to take this now unhealthy vitamin? I mean, look at those colors. What's interesting is those are all colored with artificial colors. If you asked me to color those and make them with really healthy natural colors, I could do it. I could make yellow beautiful with CoQ10 or turmeric. You could create a beautiful red using polyphenols from berries. So it's not as though they can't do it. If they think they're pretty colors, they can't do it naturally. They just choose to do it the nasty way, unfortunately. But let me just go to a couple of charts here and then do some comparisons, because a lot of folks think that because my vitamin is so much more pure and so much higher quality, you're not going to get the quantity. You're going to get shortchanged on quantity. And that's something that in the charts in a second, you'll see that you get more with mine. You get better quality, better quantity, and better purity. From the Journal of the American Medical Association, I never thought 45 years ago I'd be reading charts from those guys, and I'm thrilled that the world has changed. I started this so long ago. The world has changed, but recent evidence has shown that suboptimal levels of vitamins are health risk factors. They are a risk for disease, chronic disease, not just deficiency disease. Most people do not consume an optimum amount of all vitamins by diet alone. That's an absolute fact. Most people. This is from the Council for Responsible Nutrition. A broad multivitamin with minerals can provide excellent nutritional insurance. It would make good sense to recommend, this is to a doctor, routine use of a multivitamin with minerals for all adults, but especially for the elderly, to compensate for recognized nutritional shortfalls and avoid the consequences of inadequate intake of essential nutrients. The elderly, we might notice it at that point, but it's already causing issues at earlier times. And then we have higher levels of all of these most critical nutrients: vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B1, B2, B5, B6, B12, selenium, lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, vitamin E, biotin, chromium. So it's not even close. This is sort of embarrassing to show. So we'll go through the charts here. Vitamin D3, B12, and vitamin C, many consider the 3 most important components. And mind you, none of them contain K2, MK7. We do. None of them contain our methylfolate. None of them contain our special form of methyl B12, which we should even note on that chart. So there's really no comparison, but just on a quantitative level, vitamin D3, they've increased their levels. We're still double. On B12, ours is the proper natural form. Theirs is all synthetic. Ours is anywhere from 4 times to almost 16 times to say 10 times. So dramatically higher. Vitamin C, again, dramatically higher, multiples. And as we go through the other brands here, 1 a day, Equate. The first chart was Centrum Silver, 1 a day and 1 a day women's. And as you can see, it's not even close. No. I'd say it's a comparison, but it's not even really fair. These are some of the knockoff vitamins that knock off the major brands from Walgreens, from GNC, from Swanson. Again, not even close. Still Target, Kirkland, CVS, Geritol. That's an old name, Geritol. But again, not even close. They used to all be 400 IU of vitamin D3, but typically it's 6 of B12, so we're almost 17 times higher. Again, not even close, and their forms are the low-quality forms. As now B1, B2, B6, we can't burn fat without them. We can't produce energy without them. Again, not even close across the board with the same suspects, the 1 a day, the Centrum, the Nature Made. Again, not even close. So not only are we superior quality, we're superior quantity. Their levels really haven't changed almost in my lifetime. But my levels change in response to the research. Biotin, the beauty vitamin, as I said before, typically 30. Look at that. But we give you a level that will make a meaningful difference in the quality of your hair, skin, and nails. Selenium and chromium, the most important of trace minerals, again, dramatically higher. Some actually give 0. And as we see, again, 30 micrograms of biotin. We give you 40 times more. You'd have to take 40 days of their product. And again, biotin's really expensive. Good reason why you don't see it. Right. So as we continue, sorry for going through this, but as you get a sense, it's not even a close call. Lycopene, lutein, zeaxanthin, extremely expensive carotenoids, critical health. Lycopene for the prostate, also for women's reproductive tissue as well. Lycopene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, of course, for eye health and brain health. But most of them give a few hundred micrograms, or basically mostly 0. 0, 0, 0. And I could have another chart here that talks about methylfolate or methyl B12 or vitamin K2, MK7, and it would all be 0. So, and we'll get back to that other chart in a second. But as you can see, there really is no comparison. Theirs is in a rock-hard tablet, full of additives, full of colors. Mine, because there's no additives in that small capsule, we have so much more room to give you what you actually want from your multivitamin, multimineral, multi-carotenoid, to get those things, vitamins, minerals, and carotenoids. We don't have space with all that other garbage. We give you the things that you want to be paying for. And mind you, less than 20 cents a day for the standard essential one, nothing standard about it. That gives 10 milligrams of CoQ10. If you want to multiply that by 10, 100 milligrams of CoQ10, it's a little over 30 cents a day.
I'm so grateful that Andrew was able to go through those charts, because I feel deep down that when Andrew shows that and we compare it to Centrum and 1 a day and all the others, that we can't argue with it. That we're faced with the facts, and I can see it in black and white, and you say, well, absolutely, this makes sense. I don't know how else to articulate it other than to say to you watching at home as we stand here live at 18 minutes past 12, that I am not more confident about any other product that I talk about on HSN than I am about Andrew's product line. There is no greater thing that I present than this. Multivitamins are popular amongst all of us at all of our different ages, because it's easy and it's simple. We might not all eat as many vegetables and fruits as we should. We're maybe not all as healthy as we need to be. But you know what we can do? We can take a multivitamin. We can take just 1 a day, because we know that that's doing something good. If we're going to take this, if we're going to ask our partner, our husband, our wife to take this, we want to make sure that in this little capsule, there is more potency, more power, more ingredients that are beneficial than you could possibly imagine. This maximizes what we're doing. So I ask you sincerely, if you currently take a multivitamin, I hope we've shown you that this is better. Your money is better spent on Andrew's Essential One, because you're getting more from it. If you don't take a multivitamin, maybe tonight you'll discover this, and every single day you will feel the benefits from it. If we had all night, I'd be happy. It still wouldn't be enough time though. Obviously, we only have 5 minutes left. I absolutely recommend it. From here to there to everywhere across the country, it is a bestseller, which is why there are over 4,300 reviews. Pricing is very important, because Andrew only does this once a year. It's the economies of scale, because we'll sell thousands today, we can afford to take a massive price cut. If you call tomorrow, that's where the pricing will be. If you call today, that's where the pricing is. This is Essential One, $69.90 for a year's worth of supply. It saves you $80. If you want 10 times the potency of coenzyme Q10, which we know is one of the most important things that we can consider supplementing, then the pricing is a little bit more, but not a lot more. That 360 caps would normally be $262. Today it's $119, saving more than you're spending. Notwithstanding the fact, Andrew, whichever option you choose, this is an evolved formula. This is a brand new formula release.
And it is brand new. It was, as I said before, 20 years ago, it was better than any multivitamin you'd see today. And yet we once again improved it. It was a number of years ago that we added our methylfolate, because regular folic acid that you see in typical multivitamins, that regular folic acid, many people, I'm one of those people, can't use it, can't metabolize it. We lack the enzyme that's necessary to convert folic acid into 5-methyltetrahydrofolate, 5-MTHF. So again, there are so many aspects of this vitamin that make it just no comparison to the stuff you see on shelves, which really, to say it hasn't changed in my lifetime. I have an old poster at my office from one of the original vitamins back in the 1930s, 40s. I think it might even be from the 50s. It doesn't look all that dissimilar from a typical multivitamin you'd see today. It's actually kind of frightening in terms of how it's tableted, how it's made, what the formula is, what the levels of B vitamins are. Yet mine is different because we've followed the research. Things like lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, vitamin K2, MK7. You need to be getting them. They should be in your multivitamin, but unfortunately they're not. I was just gonna read some reviews here, if I could. Maybe we'll go over the clock a little bit.
Yeah.
But here, and we have, mind you, on this formula, of a little over 4,000 reviews, over 3,600 of them are 5-star reviews, which lets you know that, what is that, about 80% of the reviews?
Sure.
Almost 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. For a high potency multivitamin, multi-mineral, to think that probably 96, 97% of the reviews are positive reviews, and almost probably 85, 90% are 5-star reviews, that's pretty remarkable. And that's because it's unlike anything else in the world. But let's maybe read some of those reviews. So, best multivitamin ever. This is the best multivitamin ever. So small and very easy to take. No stomach upset. Yes, more expensive than store-bought, but not that much when you look at typical prices are not that far away from our 19 cents a day, but it is well worth it. Other brands have you take 2 or have one very hard to swallow tablet. Andrew has a good amount of vitamin D3 in his multivitamins, like is separate. I highly recommend it from Barber in Nebraska. Best multivitamin. I just love all of Andrew Lessman's supplements, excellent quality and ingredients. Happy I got this when it was a Today Special, like today. Great value and excellent products to maintain your health. We only do this once a year. It won't be back until this time next year. I've purchased this for years and take it daily. Highly recommend. Best vitamins ever. It's funny. Best multivitamin ever. I love these because they have all the vital nutrients needed daily, but without upsetting the stomach. I take one daily and love the fact that they are manufactured here in the USA with entirely solar power. So no fossil fuels, all solar power. Keep up the good work, Andrew. Best choice in daily vitamin. I've been taking these vitamins for several years. No aftertaste, and overall amounts of diverse daily amounts cover all my dietary needs. I wouldn't take any other product, and I have been recommending Essential One to all my friends. As we continue. Essential One with vitamin D3 2000. I've been taking Andrew Lessman's Essential One forever. Hands down, it is the best multivitamin on the market. My family and myself have been taking his vitamins for many, many years with noticeable benefits worth bragging about. I make sure we never run out of our favorite vitamins because we definitely notice the difference. Please let Andrew educate you. Do your homework. You won't find any better vitamin supplements anywhere. Nothing artificial ever. No additives ever. And again, we don't do any advertising. Perhaps we should. The way I look at it, the more you learn, the more you'll realize this is unlike any other product in the world, hands down. If you want a single capsule multivitamin, you will not find a more complete, more comprehensive, more pure, more exceptionally formulated in terms of things like vitamin K2, methylfolate, methyl B12 than this product you're looking at here today. And the reviews are, I encourage you to read them. They read like love letters, but they truly are. It's a unique formula. And it deserves that kind of praise because of all the hard work that it's gone into making it. And again, no additives, 100% pure, made entirely using solar energy and using the best form of each and every nutrient that it contains.
It's a win-win-win on every single level. I mean, you look at the hardcore facts, the potency, the power, how pure and how balanced it is. You say how easy it is on the stomach. Again, you can look at these other tablets on the table here. It's a beautiful rainbow of colors, but if you're taking a multivitamin that is like this, it's already not as good versus an amazing powder form. Again, no fillers, no binders, nothing that is artificial, only the best of the best of the best. I could tell you all these features and facts. I could tell you it's one of HSN's biggest selling products of all time. I could tell you it's one of the most highly reviewed products of all time. I could tell you that when I sit down with friends and family, and needless to say, the conversation always comes up, so what's good, what should I buy? I will always say Andrew Lessman, and I will always, first out of my mouth, say, do you take an essential multivitamin? And they say, yes, I do. And then I get into this whole conversation about why Andrew's is better. When you know, you know. Once you've tried it, you do understand. You can read the reviews and see how people feel better. They feel good because they know they're doing something good for themselves. It's a multivitamin. One that gives you many, many, many benefits. This only happens though one time a year, and today for the first time, with the addition of vitamin K2 MK7, it's now the most powerful and potent formula ever. All you need to do is decide, do I want to get Essential 1, or do I want to get it with extra coenzyme Q10? Obviously the price difference is very little. I get the one with blended with the coenzyme Q10 because I just feel it knocks something else off the list and I feel even better with it, but pricing is phenomenal. Andrew, even down to that, all the benefits, all the plus points, all the extras, it's not even like you're spending more to buy Essential 1 versus the other big name brands.
Oh, it's today especially, when you're looking at our pricing today, it's significantly less. Mind you, that's a year's supply. It's one capsule per day. When you simply look at the CoQ10 alone, the CoQ10 alone is almost worth the purchase price. Simply the vitamin D and B12 alone, because it's separate levels of both, would be worth the purchase price. You don't see, and I showed it in those charts, you don't see the levels of B12, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E. You don't see the same forms either. The typical multivitamins give you, unfortunately, inferior forms, forms you wouldn't want to take. So by every measure, it's almost comedy. By every measure, their products are inferior. Their purity, their quality, the quality and choice of ingredients, ease of use, ease of swallowing, contains artificial colors. It's not even close. What I was going to do is just read a little science at the risk of boring everyone. But the science is talking, mind you, about inferior multivitamins when they tell you how important they are. So think of how important it is when you take a multivitamin that's actually formulated to work and respect the science. And that's what you see here. Again, our friends at the Journal of the American this is not Journal of the American Medical Association, Journal of the American Dietetic Association. Many Americans do not consume the amount and types of foods necessary to meet recommended micronutrient intakes. Almost all of us miss nutrient levels every day. As a result of low intakes of nutrient-rich foods and sedentary lifestyles, many Americans are falling short of vitamin and mineral recommendations. And now, from the Journal of the American Medical Association, multivitamins are recommended rather than individual vitamins because multivitamins are simpler to take and cheaper, as we see today, than the individual vitamins taken separately. That's why this is so affordable. Just for 7 of the key vitamins in here, you can spend 4 times the price. And because a large proportion of the population, this is a nice addition, and because a large proportion of the population needs supplements of more than 1 vitamin, we miss several vitamins every day from our food intake. And this is again from Journal of the American Medical Association. A daily multivitamin with its combination of essential vitamins and minerals, plus we add carotenoids that meet minimum RDA levels. We actually exceed them and follow the science, may replicate broader, healthier dietary and food patterns identified in epidemiologic studies for cardiovascular disease prevention. That's how how we base our formula is based upon that epidemiologic research from the National Institute of Health, Office of Dietary Supplements. Taking a multivitamin mineral supplement increases nutrient intakes and helps people get the recommended amount of vitamins and minerals when they cannot or do not meet those needs from food alone. And last one, true, a healthy diet should provide nearly all the nutrients you need, but many people don't eat the healthiest of diets. Most people do not. Almost all of us do not. That's why a multivitamin can fill in the gaps and may have added health benefits as well. And just later on today, I'll read some of the charts that talk about specific health benefits from a multivitamin that's formulated as mine is formulated.
Best in the world. Thank you for all of your orders. HSN.com is your fastest way in. We have a lot of people grabbing theirs. It's an annual tradition. It's a time to stock up or maybe discover it for the first time. We're going to head over this way to our second of 3 today's specials, and it's another big one. It's Andrew's amazing omega-3 product, the world's most sophisticated omega product, delivering the most beneficial form that we're going to talk about. None of the downside, no fishy aftertaste, no repetition, no repeating on you, no fishy burps. Across America today, millions of people will go out, maybe the big box store, maybe the vitamin stores, and buy an omega product. We're going to share with you how this is better by far, and today, cheaper by far than it is the rest of the year. Here's what the pricing looks like. There's a 30 through a 720 capsule. That size is only done for the today's special. That's where the pricing would be, and that's where the pricing is today. And I'm really proud to tell you that on the 360 and the 720 count, this is actually the lowest pricing ever. The lowest pricing ever seen on the Home Shopping Network on a today's special. So we're really excited about this. Andrew, lowest pricing, best value, best product. It doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, and to think that as long as we've been doing omega-3s, and again, I date myself, we've been doing omega-3s for over 40 years. To think that this is the lowest price per capsule, and no, we haven't decreased the potency. That's one of the things I've seen. It's funny, and because we make our soap bar now, our Fact soap. Yeah. Everybody's been brought to my attention that Dove went from like a 4 1/4 ounce bar to a 3 3/4 ounce bar, and they did that. I think there's a special word for that, but some kind of like shrinkflation or something like that. I forget what it is. So, but it's interesting. So no, we still give you a full 500 milligrams of the same exact quality, no fishy aftertaste. It just happens. And mind you, I can guarantee we will not be able to repeat this price next year. That this crazy price for the world's highest quality omega-3s, all natural triglyceride form. I never really share the charts. I should just do this quickly. Because a lot of us are worried about our omega-3s harming the environment and how pure the omega-3s are. But if we look at this tall chart here, our fish is sourced from remote, pristine, unpolluted waters. Our fish is obtained under stringent regulations and fishing guidelines. It makes it difficult. Our fish oil is obtained only twice a year and never during spawning breeding season. Our fish oil is only derived from a third-party certified, sustainable, and renewable source. Our fish source is carefully extracted from the sea using special targeted nets. Our fish oil is created in special facilities with reduced water consumption, energy consumption. Our fish oil's purity standards exceed all international regulatory requirements. So we truly go to extreme lengths, not only to make sure that when you consume the fish oil, it will be easy to swallow, it will never repeat on you, it will never have a fishy aftertaste, never cause an upset stomach, but we also want to make sure that we're not assaulting the planet while we're getting you your precious fish oil. So we make sure we address both. But as I said, this is the best pricing we've ever been able to offer per capsule. And that might be a major statement if someone had been making omega-3s for 5 or 10 years. It's a major statement from somebody who's making omega-3s for 40 years. So to think that when you look at that large size, what does it end up being? It's a bit more than a dime a capsule. It's less than 20 cents a capsule for 500 milligrams of the finest omega-3s. And mind you, and I have charts here that talk about this, the principal omega-3 fatty acid in your brain is DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. As concentrated as in your brain, and it would be the most concentrated site in your body if it weren't more concentrated in the retina of your eye. So those two structures are absolutely not dependent on. They are built on DHA. So DHA determines their structure, determines their function. We are among the only omega-3 products that focuses on DHA. Most omega-3 products are principally EPA, secondarily DHA. We are principally DHA, secondarily EPA. Very hard to do, interestingly enough. It's the natural balance. The commodity omega-3s, the industrial byproduct omega-3s, those are higher in EPA. The natural way to do it, which unfortunately is more expensive to do, is higher in DHA, which is the way we do it. It's the proper way to do it. If you care about your brain, if you care about your eyes, if you care about your heart, then you want to make sure you're getting the omega-3 balance that we deliver here. And again, today, the most affordable it's ever been. I guarantee next year it'll be a great Today special. I suspect it'll be 20% more expensive than it is today.
Well, it's always a joy to do these Today special launches with Andrew, and I know many of you tune in every single time. It's always busy at launch. It is exceedingly busy tonight. I think with Essential One and obviously Omega and soon to be Choco Nouveau, these are some of the really, really big opportunities that people wait for. Again, we're stocking up. It's kind of shocking to hear when you understand that so many of us have been buying an Omega product that is delivering the inferior form. What does that mean? It means that we're not getting the true benefits that we should be getting. Andrew's Omega product delivers that. It's smaller, and I can show you that right here, in fact. We have some of the usual suspects that you and I may have bought from some of the big stores across America, and you can see versus Andrew's to the side, there is a noticeable size difference. Yet Andrew's is more potent, more powerful, and is better all round. That's why there's over 3,400 five-star reviews, and it is very much. It is very pretty.
No, it's just ours. Like if we have a large bowl of, I don't know if you have a large bowl of capsules there. It's nice to show just the pristine quality of our omega-3s and not the brown, amber, murky nature of those other products. That's the beauty of triglyceride form, natural omega-3s as Mother Nature intends them. And they are beautiful. I mean, it's quite a difference from what you see those other products. And mind you, ours are more concentrated, but look at that beautiful color. Ours is more concentrated, theirs are kind of brown and murky. And you get less omega-3s per capsule in theirs than you get from mine. But I was gonna go through some of the charts here that just break down some of the basic features. No fishy aftertaste, no fishy repeat, no stomach upset. We could guarantee that. You could read the reviews. I think this is a 4.7 star product.
Indeed.
Again, probably 97% positive reviews, probably 85, 90% five-star reviews. There's no mercury, lead, or heavy metals, no PCBs, dioxins, or contaminants, no enormous capsules to swallow. It's a pleasure to take. You'll fall in love with it. Omega-3s, they cannot be, the EPA and DHA cannot be made by the body. You have to take in even if you took in vegetable source omega-3 from alpha-linolenic acid, the conversion is halting at best. It's limited at best. The only way in my mind to absolutely guarantee the levels of DHA your brain, your eyes, and your heart require is by delivering DHA. And that's what we do here. Or eating fatty fish every single day. So the only way you could do it is by eating those fatty fish every single day or a quality supplement. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of quality supplements out there. And without adequate omega-3 intake, deficiency or insufficiency occurs. Best results are only achieved when consumed daily. Oh, by the way, I'll just mention this. There's an infomercial I see all the time, and it's for an omega product. And I think it's an omega product derived from green-lipped mussels. And we use green-lipped mussels actually when I started my company back in 1979. But because of the scarcity of the science, we moved on from that a long time ago. But what I find most troubling about that infomercial that you see on television is omega-3s are not a drug to treat pain and inflammation in your joints. Certainly omega-3s can play a lubricating role in our joints. Fatty acids do that. But omega-3s and the other constituents in those products, they're not a drug for pain or inflammation. In fact, when they make those claims, they're violating the laws in this land, in our country. So it's kind of funny and amazing that they actually get away with this. But omega-3s are not a drug for pain and inflammation. And when someone positions their product as such, it lets you know about their integrity or their lack thereof. Because to position their product like that, they know they're violating the law. And I think their company has already been spanked a few times. So it's just really inappropriate to take an ingredient that has so many wonderful things you could say about. It's the principal structural molecule of our brain. Our mood, our cognitive function, our memory all depends on the structure and function of our brain. So we don't have to start making up stories about it being a drug for pain and inflammation to encourage anyone to enjoy the benefits of omega-3s, especially DHA. The retina is principally made of DHA. We know we want to keep our retina healthy as we age. So DHA is the principal structural molecule that we have to focus on. And we all hear about omega-3s in the heart. EPA is important. And once again, DHA is even more important. That's what we focus on. So hopefully, and again, you're never going to find me talking about this as a drug for pain or inflammation or depression or any of the other things you hear these other guys saying. It's sufficient to fairly state the structural role, the functional role that omega-3 plays in our body without having to make it into a drug. I leave that to the drug companies, to the pharmaceutical companies, and I'd rather represent this as a product that's pure, that's natural, that has no side effects, that has no additives, that is just an essential structural molecule. If you went to the list of constituents necessary to make your brain and to make the retina of your eye, the #1 ingredient on that list would be a DHA. We know if you looked for a list, the #1 ingredient in making your bones, it would be calcium. The #1 ingredient, say, in muscle tissue, protein. But when it comes to your brain and the retina of your eyes, it's not even close. It's DHA. That's why we focus on that. Other companies don't, but that's why we focus on that.
So as you know, folks, when we're live on HSN, there's a lot going on and there's a lot of people dialing in. There's a lot of people on hsn.com and on the HSN app. What we're seeing right now is that the demand is outpacing supply. We're extremely busy. One of the reasons is the fact that on the 2 largest sizes, we're the lowest pricing ever, which is remarkable. In a world where everything's going up, you see these 2 sizes by a lot. The 360, 720, it has never been more affordable than it is today. If you called tomorrow and they were available, that would be the pricing. If you called today, it's here, 79 and 129 and change. Massive discount on the most sophisticated omega product sold in the United States of America today. So if you want the 720 capsule or the 360, I can tell you that's where over 90% of our sales are heading towards, are in those 2 sizes. So we're feeling really good about the price. We're feeling amazing about the value. Obviously, we're excited to share with you the differences and the comparisons. Again, you look at the side by side and one looks a lot better and more inviting than the other. If you've tried an omega product in the past and you had to stop because they were making you just not feel great, there was the fishy aftertaste, there were the fishy burps, Andrews will not do that for you. And so many of the reviews talk just about that, as well as benefits against skin and eyes and hair and joints, all the different things that we associate. It's remarkable.
And I forgot about all the benefits for dry eyes, because again, omega-3s are a critical part of the lubricating system of our eyes. Our eyes naturally secrete tears. Our eyes, fatty acids are in a very important part of the lubricating system of our eye. Omega-3s are part of that lubricating system for our eye. So the radiance of our skin, the radiance of our hair. But just looking at this chart here quickly, and then we'll look at some reviews. Helps support and maintain normal triglyceride levels, normal blood pressure levels, normal blood cholesterol levels, normal blood sugar levels for those already in the normal range. You will find dozens and dozens and dozens of studies that talk about those critical numbers and talk about the role that healthy levels of omega-3 fatty acids can play in our keeping those in the healthy, normal range. More than 33,000 papers have been published on the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, including more than 6,000 meta-analyses and systematic reviews. More than 4,000 human clinical trials have been published on the benefits of consuming omega-3 fatty acids. So, I mean, you probably look at the 50 most popular drugs, they probably don't have as many papers written about them as omega-3s. And now we'll look at some reviews here quickly before. Gosh, time is flying here. No fishy burps. I've been buying this for over a decade. I also find other omega pills difficult to swallow due to their larger size, not Andrew's. These are soft gels and mid-size. The only aftertaste is the orange flavor. What's funny is I've never gotten the orange flavor, even if I take a half a dozen at a time, which you don't have to do that. Most people, one a day, it's 500 milligrams. And I have another chart that talks about the proper levels. That 500 milligrams is what most medical organizations, physicians, cardiologists recommend. If you have existing cardiovascular issues, you might want to take 1,000, but we deliver the perfect 500 per capsule. That's all you need to take. So again, the only aftertaste is the orange flavor. And thank you to whoever came up with the flip lid. I appreciate that immensely. Please have more flip lids. We've done that. OMG finally can take omegas. We hear this over and over and over. I stopped taking fish oil and omegas years ago as nothing I tried didn't repeat on me. Our doctors recommend them, our cardiologists recommend them, but most people can't tolerate them. I'm shocked, I am shocked, but I've taken these twice a day for over a week and there is no aftertaste or repeating. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. From Zealand in New York. Simply the best. There is no aftertaste at all with these supplements. What a great product. I love omega-3. The capsules are small and easy to swallow. The best. Thank you, Andrew Lessman, for such a great product. Best omega-3 ever, from Jade in Texas. Omega-3. I do not eat oily fish. I've tried to take omega vitamins. Yuck. They taste like fish and make you burp. Not attractive. I even tried to take at bedtime so it would be less bothersome. Wrong. Have you ever had your sleep disrupted by fishy burps? God, no. Andrew says his has no aftertaste, and he speaks the truth. I have tried many of his products. They're never disappointing. The numbers from my lab work show his product are the real deal. That's fantastic. What a great review. Thank you. Omega-3, truly no fishy aftertaste. I've tried several different omega-3 fish oils, even the ones that say no fishy aftertaste. This is the only one that hasn't repeated or come back on me, and that's from Susie in Ohio. We'll do a couple more. Never a fishy taste. I've been ordering these capsules for several years now and have never had any discomfort from taking them, nor have I ever experienced any fishy taste. I highly recommend this product. Love the no fishy taste or burping. We don't add the capital letters. My husband and I have been taking these fish oil capsules for a long time now. Love them. They are small, easy to swallow, and cause no issues with burping or fishy taste, and do not require refrigeration. Yet we give higher potency and we have no problems. And that's what this product, all my products are all about. Delivering you the benefits that you've always sought or always wanted from a multivitamin or from an omega-3, but got sick and tired of trying products that just made you sick or tired. This is a product that's designed to give you the perfect natural balance of omega-3s and not give you any problems. So it's not as though, okay, you're following doctor's orders, you're taking omega-3s, you're gonna have to have a little bit of unpleasantness along with following doctor's advice. No, you could follow your doctor's advice and have a wonderful experience, and that's what this is.
So what we're seeing right now, it was the two largest sizes that were the most popular. There is now one that has really pulled ahead, folks, and it is that 720 count. That is the unique size only available today. That is now representing virtually the majority of the sales as we see them at this moment. The 720 capsules will be $309.90. We're at $129.90. $360. We're normally $159.90. Today $79.90. I'll say it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. That is the lowest pricing we have ever seen on television at all in all the years that Andrew has been on the air. Lowest pricing ever. So if there was ever an incentive to do it, you got it here tonight, and the benefits are obviously truly massive. We can talk pricing, we can talk value, we can certainly talk about how this is more beneficial than so much of what you find in the stores, but don't let some of the downsides that you've experienced in the past prohibit you or inhibit you from trying this. That's why when people say no fishy aftertaste, it's so powerful and compelling. Andrew, we started with Essential 1, we've gone on to Omega. Really big deals on HSN. Some of your most highly reviewed products ever.
And they are, well, I think between the two products, there's probably almost 9,000 reviews.
Yes.
And probably 85 to 90% are 5-star reviews. And these are real reviews from real people who tried the product. You can't review the product at HSN unless you tried it. And so this is a product, both the multivitamin and omega-3, they are foundational nutrients that your body can't make. It's not as if you can think, you could sit back and say, my body's going to make the vitamin C and D I need. My body's going to make the docosahexaenoic acid, the DHA omega-3 that I need. Impossible. We can't. It doesn't happen. And if you look at our diet, we're not getting them. If you look at those in the scientific charts, they mentioned the epidemiologic studies that prove that we don't get the vitamins and minerals we need. I had a whole bunch of charts that talked about omega-3 fatty acids and the increase in emotional imbalance in our society, that you could track it against omega-3 intake or the reduction in omega-3 intake. So again, the brain is principally made of DHA. So it's not surprising, given a diet that's highly deficient in omega-3 in this country, it's not surprising that we should observe issues with our brain, issues with our eyes, issues with our hearts. So it's common sense to supplement those omega-3s or to make sure you eat fatty fish every single day. But that comes with issues of contaminants and heavy metals and things like that. We make all those worries, all those concerns, all those issues and problems go away because you get the omega-3s you need, your brain needs, your heart needs, your eyes need, without any problems, any issues, and at the best price. I've been doing this for 45 years, the best price ever.
Thank you so much for shopping with Andrew and I tonight. We're excited to have you along. We have 10 minutes left, and I'm going to head over here to our third and final today's special, a tasty way to end the show. You're about to experience the most delicious gourmet chocolate your mouth has ever tried. It will melt in your mouth. It's got the creamy texture that we crave, but this chocolate harbors a secret, and that secret is that it is heart healthy, that it can help to lower your cholesterol. It is one of the best kept secrets at HSN. I say that, but I think the secret is out with over 3,000 reviews. Choco Nouveau. Final opportunities to get it until the back end of the year. As many of you know, we stop offering it during the summer months because chocolate melts, and Andrew always wants to make sure that this is delivered in perfect condition for you. This is organic, it's fair trade, individually packaged, and Andrew, you know you have so many fans of your chocolate.
Well, the Choco Nouveau, it was sort of an afterthought. Oh gosh, now it's probably 15 years ago, but it's become one of our most popular products, and it's one of our most popular products even though it's only available 6 months a year. It's a today special today because it's gone. We'll keep it around. We'll keep the today special pricing for the rest of this month, but then it's gone until October, and that's Mother Nature. When we succeeded in making a dark chocolate that was as creamy as milk chocolate, thanks to Mother Nature, then Mother Nature provides the heat of summer. That's not a winning combination. So we have to go away for summer. So this is the last opportunity. The pricing, normally gourmet squares could be $1 or $2 each for gourmet chocolate squares. Today, that ends up being about 40 cents each in the large size. And mind you, it's not just organic and fair trade, and most gourmet squares are not organic and fair trade. But inside each and every one of those squares is a natural ingredient that helps to lower total and LDL cholesterol. And we have hundreds of reviews that talk about just how effectively it does that. Works perfectly with any cholesterol-lowering drug, any cholesterol-lowering diet. It's just Mother Nature at her very, very best. It's an ingredient found in plants that is a plant version of sort of a fat. And when we blend that fat with the chocolate, the dark chocolate and Choco Nouveau, it's like milk fat and milk chocolate makes milk chocolate creamy. Our natural plant fat and our plant sterols, esters, makes Choco Nouveau creamy. So even our 91% Choco Nouveau is creamy, and the 91% is here. And it's usually with 91%, it's dry and brittle. But you can even see, if you even look at it, you can see that it's not dry and brittle. I'm not sure which camera we have here. We're doing this at our studio in California.
There it is.
But you can see still has that matte color. It's not dry, and even actually what you could see is I don't know if you could tell, it melted in my hand. a 91% chocolate. So typically 91% chocolate is not going to be melting in your hand. So it's unlike, I'm not sure how easy that was to see. It's unlike any dark chocolate in the world. And dark chocolate typically to Americans is too bitter, too dry, and not all that enjoyable. Our dark chocolate is designed to be loved by milk chocolate lovers. It has that creamy texture. The 66 and 74% really is thrilling to milk chocolate lovers. If you love dark chocolate, then our 91% will be unlike anything you've ever had, because it's 91% basically with the texture of milk chocolate, which is just, if you're a chocolate lover like me, that's not normal. How does that even happen? And our dark chocolate, it truly is amazing. I'll read some, before I read some reviews, I just wanted to quickly, one of the things that I'm someone who tends to watch the carbohydrate and sugar in my diet. So I wanted to make sure, of course, that our chocolate was very conscious of the sugar levels it contains. So if you look at the levels of sugar in our dark chocolate, the 66, obviously lower cacao has more sugar, 1.8 grams per square. The 91, we could actually label as 0 because it's a little under 0.5. But I'm full disclosure, we want you to know it's a little under 0.5, but that could be 0. And if you look at grapes, if you look at 25 calories of grapes or 25 calories of kiwi, blueberries, they all have multiple times the amount of sugar, 25 calories of those fruits. And the really impressive part, look at some vegetables. So if you look at 25 calories of cauliflower or snap peas or onions or cucumber, green pepper, carrots, there's more sugar in those foods than there is in a square, 25 calorie square of Choco Nuvo. And then in a moment, we'll read the reviews. I'll get back to Adam so you could share with everyone what the actual offer is.
I mean, I'm a chocoholic and I love chocolate. I'm telling you, this is delicious. If we took away all the heart-healthy benefits and just said it's the best chocolate in the world, you'd truly agree with us. Pricing today, obviously time to stock up. You won't be able to get this when our quantities are sold out. It is done for the summer months. 30 count, 60, 180 or 360. Remember, these are individually wrapped squares. Put some in your desk at work, put some in your purse, have them as a treat for when folks come over. Look at the savings. You go to the chocolate shop in the mall and you know how much it is to buy the gourmet stuff. $290 for 360. If you order it today, it's $149.90. So you're saving basically as much as you're spending, and free shipping and handling.
And even, mind you, at our regular price, we're still less than $1 a square.
Yes.
And even if you look at the cost of that cholesterol-lowering ingredient per square, it would be about 50 or 60 cents a square. So when you look at the value you're getting here in terms of the most delicious dark chocolate you're going to find anywhere, and why don't I read some reviews? And then you combine what the value of that cholesterol-lowering ingredient is, and it's not even close. But as we look at these charts, best dark chocolate out there. This dark chocolate melts in your mouth like milk chocolate, but has all the wonderful antioxidants of cacao, of dark chocolate. You will be hooked once you try. They sell out quickly, always the case. So when you see them available, do not hesitate. I challenge you to not bite into this chocolate and let it just start to melt in your mouth. It is so rich and delicious. What can I say? Love. I always stock up on this so that I never run out. I get them from my mom as well. I like them frozen so they are very cold. I do that too. She likes the 91% very dark. I like the 74% best until Choco Nuvo Cafe came out. That's the coffee granules in it. I even like the 66, more like milk chocolate. Tastes fantastic. All of them are creamy, not chalky, and it lowers your cholesterol, which is an added benefit. You can't go wrong with any type of Choco Nuvo. All are delicious. It works, plus great taste equals a winner. This is my personal story about a delicious and really good product. It is my second favorite product from Andrew Lessman. Number one, it works. The proof is in the numbers for cholesterol. Number two, it tastes so incredibly good. This is the best, most delicious decadent chocolate Another home run for Andrew Lessman from Steffi in Massachusetts.
So many reviews. And that's the thing about a food product is, you know, we're all so particular, especially in the world of chocolate, that when Andrew launched this, there was so much anticipation. What will it really taste like? It's heart healthy, it's good for you. It just tastes delicious. We love the new packaging. I love that we have all the options available. Again, you're gonna choose 66% cacao, 74, or that strongest, which is the 91%, or choose the cafe version, but try it. Last quantities until October, which is probably why so many people have been jumping on in to get it. Because if you want a sweet treat maybe after dinner, or maybe just to kind of satiate your appetite when you're feeling a little something, you're craving something, this will do it for you. Andrew, I know that was a very fast hour.
Right.
You're back at noon Eastern?
Back at noon Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll be back with Essential 1, our omega-3s, and Choco Nuvo. And hopefully, it's going quickly. Hopefully, will last throughout the day. That's my plan. And
it is correct, Andrew, right? Once we sell out of our quantities, it won't be back till it's September, October.
With Choco Nuvo, we're really going to try to keep it available until we can't ship anymore at the end of April.
Okay.
Our Essential 1 and our Max Essential Omega-3, when those are done at midnight, they're done at midnight. But really with the chocolate, because it goes away for 6 months, we're making an exception, and we're going to make it available, hopefully,